What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, where we're continuing on our first build here. This week, uh, get a lot more of the front half of the park taken care of. Kind of finishing out some of the areas near the water slides that we added in, and copied the bridge across to the other side. That'll take you to the back portion of the water park. Did not get a video last week with the holidays and just life in general and being sick and just yeah, it wasn't happening. Um but do get quite a bit done on the front half of the water park, kind of continuing the pier wharf theme. Do a gelato shop and I think it's a gulpy, if I recall correctly, in this building here, and a lot of trial and error on some of the pieces, but still sticking with kind of the industrial wharf look to it. Um, a lot of metal, a lot of beams. Um, you'll see me fight with the big old air conditioning unit or the cooling unit, and I mounted on the back of the building, but it's ridiculously big. So we do take it out. I think I do put the smaller air conditioning units on the side of the building because it's a gelato place. You're gonna need some cooler temperatures in there. One of the things that I've noticed is I feel like the piece movement seems to be a lot more, I guess, finicky. That's the best way I can put it in my head. Um, but it's a lot touchier than I feel it used to be, and I don't know if that's maybe just a me issue. I think there is a setting that can be adjusted for that, but I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, we do a little angle on the patio area underneath the overhang here. We'll throw some tables and chairs back there, and I feel like there's new tables and chairs, but I'm not 100% on that. I might have just not been paying attention whenever I was putting them down before, but I feel like there's some new ones. And then just do a little added coloration, I guess. I don't know. Uh, ambiance back there. The pathing as well, I feel, is also the snapping is a little bit more finicky as well. Yeah, some of these tables, chairs, I don't recall being in the game before, but I think there might have been an update that I wasn't paying attention and it rolled out. But I do enjoy the metal tables. It fits well with the industrial genre. I was looking for here more of a frame for a sign, but there wasn't really anything that spoke to me, so I just used some art shapes and created my own frame. But some kind of more versatile sign frames would be nice. But just do a little sign for where you can put your tray whenever you're finished with your gelato and soda. I contemplated using some fences back here to separate the seating area from the rest of the foliage, but the diagonal there just kind of absolutely killed it. So just do some a metal railing, kind of going around, similar to what we did with the Pier One restaurant across the way that you can kind of see in the background. I'm becoming more, I guess, cognizant of using the spacing tool. I like it. It's not something that I remember to use all the time. Still having the amount of confirmations is a little on the annoying side, but I will make do for now. Again, trying to figure out signage and what to do on the top here. End up using just some wall pieces and roof for trim, and I think the sign actually turned out pretty good. I do like the metal sign or the metal roof pieces. I haven't used them yet because I don't know how well it's gonna blend with the rest of the wharf pier, whatever you want to call it, area. We got our anchor up here. I wish that chain was the same color as the anchor. I changed the color based on the hex code for the anchor, and it's still really off. So I have to kind of fine tune it. I think it's close, but I do like the copperness. I don't know if that's a word. Tried to get the arched sign to kind of match the curve, but I think they're just slightly different radial angles. Still coming across some of the lights that are very either dim or very directional when they shouldn't be directional. Because there's a couple of lighting that look like that have like just a straight bulb. But whenever you actually activate it it's actually a directional light, which is a little on the annoying side. I think I will have to go back and add a little bit more lighting underneath here because the slanted area, it's still a little dark on that right half. Do a little terrain work to get the kind of fine tune where the river's going. It will eventually flow into the theme park area, but for now, just leaving it as it is. Do some more foliage. And here we're adding a workshop as well as a break room or a staff room. Again, just making it kind of look like a small shed. Throwing some metal bars across the front of it. Give it a little personality. I do adjust the color of it so it's a slightly more greenish color, just to blend in with the foliage, so it's not very obvious to guests that are coming through. One of the frustrating things that we've had this week was dealing with the multi-diagonal move, where whenever you're doing the advanced move, you click on there's a center point, so it moves both red and green directionally. at the same time, and I grab it so many times that it's frustrating and drives me nuts. I don't think there's a setting to turn that off. I wish there was, but I don't think there is just yet. I do eventually get another set of the lights going down the walkway on this side of the park. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to hide the junction of the two fences there. Try and use the foliage brush to throw some foliage in the area, but the foliage brush is little. It's little. It could use some help, I think. Now the corner in the front here still have no idea what I want to do. I do fill it, but part of me thinks that maybe like a bathroom or something should go up there. I just don't know. There's nothing that really is speaking to me at that point. Do a little detailing here just to make it a little bit more, I don't want to say lived in. But then thinking about the anchor as I was building anchors away, decided to use the anchor here as a kind of a giant focal point. Just surround it with some rocks, kind of have it lean towards the back a little bit so it's not just going to fall over on people. There we go. Um, I also end up coming around with the in park fencing and decide that that is going to be okay to use. You may also notice as I'm coming around here, we did get the rest of the park to be wooden flooring rather than the brick that we had before. I did the far side, but went through real quick and knocked the this side out. I had a bunch of trees, and then as I was looking at it, it's too it's too it's too busy there. So take some of the trees out so you can still see the slides as you're walking past, and then trying to figure out how to get a sign over here is the next trick. I like these letters. The problem is whenever you go to separate the letter distance, it I think it's at 2 meters they're too far apart, and then at 1 meter they're too close, and so it's a little frustrating. So we get anchor point, and then use the signpost to try to mount them, and then I realized how god awful it looks. It might work depending on the name, but yeah, it's too much. I tried to line it up, but no matter what I did, it just did not work. So we grabbed some of our good old favorite metal piece and do kind of a row of three to just mount it to it. I contemplated putting it in front of the anchor, but I think given the size of it, it works better on that rock. So we throw it at a little bit of an angle, get some supports underneath it, take out the supports because I decided we're going to use lights instead to illuminate that. And we get some illumination on the anchor as well. And we'll take a look at that whenever we do our walkthrough in a little bit. And then the last bit that we get done is within the slide area as well. Adding a little bit of seating because I feel like there's not nearly enough. So do a little elevated seating. I tried to get the stairs all the way across and it didn't want to play. But having the two stairs like that, I think are okay. Um, this is the point that the game started crashing on me, and I'm not sure why. So a little bit of work there with getting the ground in place. I tried a couple different variations of this, including some of the new glass pieces, but I think having the glass, the piece would bake under that, and I don't want that. I tried doing just kind of almost like a fenced in area with some ivy, but that it didn't feel right either. So settle on this. It's similar to the one that's kind of directly opposite the pool area. And so we get a little lights, get a little bit more safety in the middle there, and then we get foliage wrapped around all over the place. And again, the game kept on crashing. So we'll go ahead and jump back into Planet Coaster and we will do a quick walkthrough. So coming through, and of course it is raining again because that seems to be what the weather is. But coming through the main entryway, still contemplating doing something over here. I don't know what. Part of me says bathroom, but I'm not 100% on that. But coming around here, we've got Anchor Point. All laid out nicely. We've got our shops over here to the right. And they seem to be doing okay. And then we've got Anchor Point all wrapped up. We've got the additional seating over here on the side. Excuse me. That way you can just hang out up here, watch people sliding around in Anchor Point. We can take a quick gander at night. Do a quick walkthrough here as well. Still need to fine tune the wave pool, but people seem to be having a good time with the waves. But I really like the way the Anchor Point turned out, as well as our Anchor's Way shop. People seem to be getting some food, relaxing at a table. There we go. And I think this is just going to be a good place to leave this episode. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in Planet Coaster 2. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves an amazing day.